Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel, 48 Hours Football, and this is our reaction to our Premier League 24-25 season predictions. And oh my god, one of us absolutely slapped. 'Twas not Sean. 5 correct predictions that we're going to get to real quick. I'll take it. If you know anyone else that predicted that much, and they've got a video out there that's dated, when ours is dated, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see who beat me, because we got it spot on. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to work 20th to 1st.
Enjoy the relegation zone.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say. That's what I did.
Apparently Premier League predictions are easy. Sean didn't have a good time last year. I did slightly better. I'm going to take that dub.
I feel like we drew.
I feel like we didn't. This year, however, a little bit more spicy. You know the drill. Sean, 20th place. Who you got?
Southampton.
You got Southampton in 20th.
Still such a championship side. Oh. Their style of play is whack.
Oh, well, I don't like it.
It's whack-a-doodle. Oh, he's cooking.
All right, fair enough.
Homie cooked.
He cooked. Let's see what Carl said.
I don't like it. In 20th, I got Ipswich. Come on.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying Ipswich.
Yeah.
Nearly.
I didn't say Ipswich.
Nearly. One off.
I didn't say Ipswich.
One off. One off.
Yeah, one off.
Yeah, one off. One off. Let's see what the next one says.
Everyone's got Ipswich in 20th.
Nah,
They're going straight back down. I'm going to say it now. Sub 20 points whole season.
I mean,
Wrong.
everyone got more than 20, didn't they?
Southampton didn't. They got 12.
Eesh.
Guess who I did that last season.
Actually.
Right, 19th for me, Nottingham Forest.
Oh my god. The second worst prediction
Second
of
worst.
this. Yeah.
Definitely my worst prediction.
It's your worst one.
Oh yeah, no,
I've got a worse
you've got
one.
a bad one. You've got a bad one coming. You got to wait till late to
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
yeah,
one though.
don't worry.
You got to wait till late.
There'll
And I bigged up my predictions, but this was my worst one. There was 17th last year. Come on, like
They
okay,
were 6 points off getting relegated.
exactly. So I was like, they're gonna go this season, and you're here.
It's time to go.
What's your addiction with putting Nottingham Forest in the relegation zone?
It's
2
thoroughly
years in a row
time
did it,
to
by
see
the
them
way.
back in the Championship, as far as I'm
They've
concerned.
had such a good window, though. Conference League time.
Sean called it. Such a good window. They did have a good window. New manager. They slapped.
Milenkovic.
They
Shout
dragged
out to
us.
that guy.
Yes. Shout out
6
to
for 8 monster.
6 for
They've brought in so many European players, like people that haven't lit up or ever really played in the Premier League. We know how European players play in the Premier League for the first time go.
Haaland.
That it's rare for them to slap. Haaland grew up in the UK.
19th. I got Ipswich.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Tick
I
again.
think this is more due to Kieran McKenna.
That's Sean 2 for 2, by the way.
I didn't go on to talk about Kieran McKenna leaving. He didn't leave, but for a good reason. He's an awful manager.
Yes.
18, Sean, it's inevitable. They've been dancing with death the last 2 to 3 years. Everton.
Another bad one. I know I piped up like I've just guessed every single team correctly, but I only did 5. They're coming, I promise. But Everton did way better than I thought they would.
Yeah. Championship, finally. They're going to get their new stadium, slip straight into the Championship, and then have some sort of like legacy to fight their way back.
We both missed
Championship for 2 more years for
exactly the same
Everton.
amount with Everton. Don't know how you think Southampton are staying up.
I think Southampton and Leicester stay up, boss.
Ridiculous.
Sometimes Cole knows exactly what he's talking about. Sometimes Cole doesn't know what he's talking
You got
about.
5 bang on, and then you got 15. Completely wrong.
Way out. Yeah. Sold you. But you'll see the 5 that are coming up,
Oh, yeah.
quality. Like, no one else got
Unbelievable.
No one else got them
The
right. You'll see.
impossible teams to get.
Yeah.
Besides. Well, 18th, I've got Leicester.
Oh,
3 for
Just
3.
like last year, all
3.
3 teams that came.
Sean, man.
3 for 3 in the drop zone,
How
baby.
many did you get spot on, Sean, in total?
3.
Okay, get out the video.
Come on. Go back down.
no, it's
I'm
rare
a
for that to
relegation
happen, man.
specialist.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
the
No,
Sam
last
Allardyce
year
of
obviously
predicting
happened.
football. The jump is so drastic.
The hatred for
I called it
West
before. I
Fodringham.
called it before everyone started talking
What's
about
that?
it. The Premier League Championship jump.
Mm.
Everyone was talking. No one was talking about it. I said it in this. Everyone started talking about it.
Yeah.
So recapping the relegation zone.
Yeah.
Bang on, bang on, bang on.
You got all 3.
All 3 perfect.
Last like 3 games as well. Like 2 of them were just had to switch and you had 3.
They played
Otherwise
each
you would have
other.
just had the 1.
They played each other.
Yeah, and they did, yeah.
I picked it perfectly.
Leicester played you nicely.
Southampton, less than 20 points.
Yeah.
Tick.
I got none spot
That's
on in the relegation
Later
zone.
in the video, but
Yeah.
you also put Nottingham Forest, who came 7th,
Yeah.
and Everton,
Who were
came,
third at one
who came
point.
13th
Yeah.
in the relegation zone.
Forest were 3rd at one point.
Yeah,
That was tragic.
Everton finished above both Manchester United and Tottenham.
17th, I do have Southampton.
Oh,
Uh,
fair play.
I think they're going to stay up by the skin
This
of their
is
teeth.
On par, worst prediction for you.
What? It's only 3 away.
I don't care how far away it is.
Yeah, I know.
They
Bad.
got 12 points.
I had hope for Ramsdale.
That's 4 wins.
Yeah, I know. It's
They
tragic.
got 12 points.
They didn't get 4 wins.
No, they
I
didn't.
think it's going to be
But he
dramatic. I think there'll be a fight between them
They
and
beat
Everton.
Chelsea.
I think Southampton. They placed 15th for so many years. I know they had Ward-Prowse. They had better players, but I think they've still got that ingrained. I don't think they go straight back down. I think they stay up for 2 years.
Awful.
I think if there's any team
Stay out for 2 years. They're not coming back up for another 2 years.
Let's just listen. Getting less than 20 points. It's very much Southampton.
We're having two. That's
The
4
homie
dubs for Sean.
knows what he's talking about.
This is the only way Sean's getting dubs now.
From what I
Don't
say
think I agree.
about each team, spot on.
Mm.
From where I put them in the list,
Yeah, wild.
not so close.
Apart from one.
Oh,
apart from
like,
one.
Apart from like the top. Let's not
Let's
look at the top
happen.
end.
Let's not look at the top.
17th.
Yep.
I have Brentford.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hit one of the big
It's very low.
3 for 3 to start off, and now the train has come off the tracks.
The rails are gone. There are no rails left. There's just mud. He's gone into mud.
They sold Tony and got better.
Yeah.
Who predicted that? No one.
What? Mbeumo and Wissa got more goal contributions
Wissa-
combined than Salah.
Wissa, who had scored 1 goal in like 40 games before Tony left.
They've become the new Kane and Son,
They have. The new Raul and Traore.
winning the exact same amount.
Oh, for Brentford.
Yeah, one of the big 6 will buy Tony in a panic in January.
Oh, okay.
Probably
Oh,
he went to
Chelsea.
Saudi and now he's
Oh,
in
maybe
the
Arsenal. It'd be good for Arsenal.
But then Brentford have no one.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Don't
What are
mind
you
if
talking
anyone-
about,
Mm.
I believe there's a saying about a certain creek and not having a panel. Stop talking, man.
Yeah, they're up.
They were up the 9.
At 16th.
Loving
moving on.
life. Bournemouth.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
replacing
God.
Solanke. The train has driven straight into an orphanage.
It's more. Yeah.
This has not gone well.
It's bad.
Oh, they didn't replace Solanke, did they not? Evan Nilsson's better than him. I said so many positive things
Mm.
and still put them 16th.
There's not a lot you can do about
Just
it. mate.
listen to I say so much good stuff about them,
Mm.
and then I put them 2 spots off going down. It's not enough to send them down, in my opinion,
Mm.
but I think they'll struggle big time. But
Yeah.
having Zabiani, Senesi, Lewis Cook, and Semenyo still,
Yeah.
I think they'll probably survive. That's
Okay,
not
well,
16th.
16th.
No, that's
I
not-
have
no, it's
Wolves because
16th Wolves.
Mwah! Chef's kiss.
First one. Bang
Only
on
just
for
got there
you.
though. Like only last game of the season.
Yeah,
but
last game
second
of the
last.
season got
Yeah,
there.
only just got there, but that's my first one. Spot on. Got the Wolves right.
Man United
solid.
helped you with that one.
Yeah. They did struggle without Neto and Max Kilman, but other teams just ended up being way worse. Like they did all right. They lost Gary O'Neill and they still managed to thrive. Oh, well done.
Pedro Neto gone.
Well done, me.
Max
That's 1 out
Kilman
of
gone.
5. What,
No
the
one
others?
really filling
That's it.
those boots that I even know, let alone I'm impressed by. I think Wolves will struggle because they've got a slightly worse team than last year now.
See, we thought that last year when they sold, all of their players,
Yeah.
and then somehow they were just better.
Could be worse.
15 for me is Bournemouth.
Oh,
I mean, I didn't go much better than you.
oh.
One closer though. Yeah, I'm on his train as well though.
Oh shit, you're on the train.
Yeah, that's it. They replaced Solanke. Like, had they replaced him properly?
Well, they did.
With who?
Evan Nilsson. They finished 9th.
Yeah, they did really good.
They lost. How do you sell your best player and get better?
You can't get away with selling Solanke and not replacing him properly and expect to do better than last year.
Looks like they
I
did.
I don't have him going.
Looks like they did replace him kind of properly.
They replaced
Finished
him
ninth.
more than properly.
Yeah, no. he's-
And then Clivert.
Where did Tottenham finish? That have Solanke now?
Yeah.
We'll get to them.
And down, I've heard a lot of people thinking they're going to get relegated.
Oh, no, they'll be fine.
A lot of people did say Bournemouth would get relegated. Shame on you.
Did not expect Justin Clivert.
Shame on you. Worst take. No, it's not.
We'll see.
Justin Clivert.
Uh,
I like
We'll see.
Iriola ball.
Yeah.
So
Why am I still talking
I
good
think they
things
should- they
about a
should
team I
remain.
put in
Plus, they
16th?
used
I
to
know,
like
right?
Semenyo, and we like
Spent
Semenyo.
a lot of
for
time.
years.
Ball
You see the wall?
Predicting
I
about
mean,
him.
Shut up, Sean. Bournemouth do get relegated.
Yeah.
Semenyo on the cheap.
Semenyo very on.
Oh, Semenyo on
We'll
the
take him.
100 million 15th. now.
Oh, go on. Yeah, you got 15, didn't you?
15th. I have Brighton. It looked on for so long.
Did it?
Yeah, they were in 15th for like 80% of the
Yeah,
season.
they were.
And then
howling.
they just started cooking because
Where are they now?
8th.
Bad day.
I got all 3 B teams in the right order though, just
Yeah.
a bit far down the table.
Yeah, there is actually a bit where Sean will put it up. He's got 4 teams in the correct order, just in the wrong place on the table.
Yeah,
Like quite a lot lower than they actually
just
were.
a couple places down, Just a
Really?
couple. Yeah.
That is a hella low score for
No,
Brighton.
no. They've taken
taking
the
another dub
linchpin
here.
out of Brighton.
Said Brighton would be
Kevin
higher.
Gross.
Yeah.
They lost Gross. Pascal Grob. De Zerbi ran into a wall with this team halfway through last
Yeah.
season. Hersler doesn't seem like a magician or a miracle
Talking,
worker, in my opinion.
I don't think so.
So I'm not seeing fireworks in the Amex.
Oh.
Okay, no, fair
That
enough.
card's getting declined. That card's getting accepted.
Listen, it was on hold. Assets were frozen till about, 8 weeks ago?
Till about February.
Yeah, and then suddenly, boom.
Then out of nowhere,
Yeah.
they dropped João Pedro and the team just flew.
Hinchelwood's starting to fly.
Belieber started shooting from 40 yards and they just started going in.
Exactly.
And they got rid of Undav.
No one take that, Max. 14th for me. I have put Brentford.
Oh,
Okay, I put Brentford here because they lost Tony, didn't see the Wissa and Buemo dream team come in. I obviously put them higher than you did, and losing Raya didn't seem to phase them at all. So yeah,
they did finish 10th.
yeah,
But also, they went through a phase of scoring within the first 15 seconds of every game.
yeah, loads of them, wasn't it? Yeah.
4 games in a row scored within a minute.
And Buemo actually scored a really cool volley as well. One of them.
Forest 14.
Forest 14. I mean, that's more respectable than
It's where
I
they
gave
should
them.
be.
Oh,
It's where they should be.
that's rough.
It's where they should be.
They're going to Europe.
Their team they have, it's where they should be. Teams just underestimate Nottingham Forest for the first 7 months of the season.
Oh, yeah.
And now they've been figured out.
That's all of the season.
Now they've been figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They went from 3rd to 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there was another 8 games in the season, they'd finish 14th.
I don't know about that.
You think they're going to do something
Sure,
special?
do anything to get
They
get it.
were on fire last season at the end of it.
Yeah,
Dragging
desperation will do all
themselves
sorts.
The exact opposite this season.
out of hell.
Yeah, desperation
Yeah.
will do all sorts to you.
And the addition of Milenkovic, the 6'8" centre back,
Yeah.
in defence, and then you've got Elliot Anderson from Newcastle up top. I don't see them doing any worse.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think
No, they
they're
just did double the points,
Yeah, double the point. Sean can't see nothing. Specsavers FC over it.
double the
their
prize.
standard of football is just going to collapse.
I can't say nothing because I put them in relegation.
Got
They finished
European
seventh.
football.
I know, right? They're kind of Europe.
I
How
said
long's it been?
14th.
How long was it? That was 20 years since they came up into the Prem, if not 25. And now they're going to Europe the year after. Nearly getting relegated.
No, they were in the league for a
That,
bit before that.
they need to make a Netflix series about that. Sod Wrexham.
No,
Get
they
Forest
don't.
on
It'd just be a
there.
load of boring.
I'm not a big
people.
fan. I think there's going to be there's too many people that have come in.
They
It's
did
predictions.
bottle it,
We've got to get it done. All right, then 13th, West Ham.
How are we feeling about this one, Sean?
I feel like I'm about to embarrass myself. I'm not about to say in that video.
How? What are you talking about? How?
They've had the best transfer window out of any club.
I disagree. Busy window for them.
The best.
But purely because they have Wes Fodringham energy in the changing room,
Oh, yeah.
they are going
Didn't
to be
play a
in
single
30th
game.
place. If
They
they
didn't play a single game. It was barely at training. Where did they finish?
14th.
I was one off. One away. Talk about hitting the post. Nearly got it spot on.
didn't sign
Off target
him,
there.
probably 9th. But no,
Yeah.
I'm not having it.
How do you think Graham Potter's done? Do you think he's improved them or do you think he's just dragging them back down?
I think it's gone completely under the radar how they've been exactly the same team with a separate manager.
yeah. That's it.
Bowen, though, turned it on.
Hmm.
So I
Bowen,
think
the last couple of games.
I think they give Bowen a strike partner next season. Problems.
Hmm.
And they need to sign a holding midfielder that knows how to play football.
Yeah. Get Odegaard over
Get
there.
out the South American holding midfielders.
Hmm.
Get in one that knows how to control a football.
100%.
And they'll be set.
They're going to be the lowest performing,
Go get Georgie.
West London. Oh no, they're just going to be a rubbish London club.
That old is not seeing the pitch.
Yeah, he's never seen the pitch.
I'm
But
sorry,
he's going to
where's-
influence the others in some way. He's going to have a conversation with their
didn't see the pitch.
keepers,
You won't.
and that's it. Then they're just going
He's going to sit there like Scott
I
Carson
said the truth,
for
though.
the next 10 years.
I did say the truth. That
Enjoy your 40k a week, yeah.
that
to they
old
get
man
worse
did not see the
collectively.
pitch.
Who's your 13th?
Palace. One off.
One off, but no one predicted their rise to stardom, did
One
they?
off.
Absolute wizardry from the Palace. Won the FA Cup, dominated.
Nothing to do with the league.
I know, but still, what an achievement
Doesn't
for a
matter.
team.
Doesn't matter. 20% possession is not an achievement.
It's an achievement.
Play
Yeah,
football
okay.
next time.
Palace are a mid-table team, mate. Mid-table FC.
So
Yeah, losing Elise,
Mm-hmm.
just absolutely.
Yeah,
lost
I
Elise,
don't know
became
how they
mid.
expect
They've always
to
been mid.
do
yeah, but they would more
too
be
much better. Like, I don't have
Where
them.
did they finish?
12th. Oh no. 12th.
You got the spot on?
No, I said 13th.
Oh, 13th. Okay, yeah.
like
One away.
hugely high up, but
I
I
feel
put
like
them a
that
little
is
higher,
just
didn't
the
I? I put
cut
them
coming
ninth.
down. But they kept Eze for
Spoiler
now.
alert.
yeah,
We're recording this before the window ends.
yeah,
Tottenham are lurking. They've kept Mateta.
yeah.
They've got Edouard as backup.
Yeah.
They've got Glasner as their manager.
Gahey still.
Well,
Joint worst in the thing. Watch out for that video when the What's He Doing list drops.
All I'm
he's a
saying is
centre
they
back.
shouldn't have sold
Yeah, I
him.
know.
prefer
Gahey's
Joachim.
banging.
prefer Jokic.
Shouldn't have sold Joachim Anderson.
Shouldn't have sold him.
Ah, Fulham needed him.
They
Yeah,
might have got
Gahey
Champions
had a
League.
how-
Shouldn't
had a-
have sold
Fulham
Joachim
finished
Anderson.
above Palace.
I know.
So Joachim did good.
They just
Wow,
swapped.
like, Gahey had an absolute blinder for Euros, so that was
They
great.
bought Ismaili Sarr in to replace Elise.
Yeah,
Saar
He's been
scoring
alright.
their goal against. Yeah, he's been alright. Scored their goals against Liverpool just gone.
Watford hero. Ismaili Sarr. Good in the
Watford
Prem.
heroes, Molly Saul.
So, I mean, there could be like electrics going on there, but also
they're a mid-table team, mate.
it could just
Sorry.
crumble.
The mid-table team.
One
I've got them in a
spot.
How many
nice.
times am I going to say mid-table team?
How close can you get?
Huh?
One spot off.
Watch what? You can get closer. 0.
Can you?
Juicy spot, to be honest. So let's go. Well, Fulham.
Fulham.
Once more
Also
again.
so majorly.
Sean edging all of us with his predictions, but honestly, not bad. Not
They
bad.
just coasted through the season.
Mid-table.
They have the smallest squad.
Let's see what I put in 12, shall we?
Yeah. They got rid of a lot of good players.
Not in height, but in
The bottom half of the table is not my friend.
just a
amount
number
of
of players.
players.
Yeah, I get you. Depth,
No.
depth is gone. Yeah, shallow end.
I mean,
Squad
if
depth
Polina
did
is
not matter.
placed, if,
Flexing your one eyebrow because I can't do it.
The squad depth did not matter to Fulham. Sure, they had
if
the least
Polina
amount
is
of
replaced
players.
by the end of this
They
window,
didn't care.
Hmm.
They just played the same 11 players, the exact same way,
Yeah.
for 38 games, and they finished 11th.
Yeah.
12th is the best they can do.
Okay.
And this
No,
was
for
the last
11th
team I
is-
put in the list.
What?
I did it by team
Oh,
instead
right, I
of
see.
by like in order of where I think they'll
I
finish.
see what you mean. Well, for 12 players, I have Leicester.
Oh no.
We have capitulated.
Yeah.
Thank
what's that?
God I get 4 more exactly right. Otherwise, I would have been laughed out of the Premier League prediction.
Where did this-
Zeitgeist.
Where does this even come from?
Well,
What did you see?
I'm going to say no comment.
I'm pretty
But-
sure in the video you say they could get 60 points.
We're about to see what I said.
Disgusting.
I've had them playing a blinder.
Disgusting.
It's
They
left.
won the league like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Come on, it's like out of nowhere.
What does that matter?
It
They got
means
lucky because
nothing.
no one else played.
Yeah, I know.
Leicester, mate. You don't know what to expect.
Jamie,
You don't know what to expect. I didn't expect them to go straight down. Did you expect them?
I
You probably
did. Exactly
Sorry,
where they
you
would
did.
go down.
It could be anywhere, mate. They could finish anywhere, but I'm putting them 12th. Just I'm putting it here now, right before everyone else has their predictions, and right before the season starts. I reckon they come out with a blind like 60 points.
Oh,
60.
oh.
Divide that by 3, much closer.
The problem we got, is 60 points puts
It's
them like
20 wins.
60 points puts them in European
Yeah.
titles. Then
They'd have been battling with us.
honestly, watch this video in reverse.
if
and
you had said-
if you watch this in reverse order, I will look like a wizard. But you watch it in this order, I look like I don't know what
If
I'm talking
you
about.
had said this for Forest,
Yeah.
yeah, crazy prediction.
Oh yeah, but
you said it for Leicester, and they got 25 points.
yeah, I know.
do you think 12th is
I
60
got my shit teams mixed up. Sorry.
points?
Oh no,
Wow.
okay, it's probably 50 points, isn't it? So-
Pretty sure 60 points would have got you top 4 last season.
Fair enough.
Only Hannah. 11th, I have Fulham.
Bang on.
11th, I have Fulham. That is 2 bang on so far. I'm nearly neck and neck with Sean. We move on.
Same
Well,
reasons.
They're just so mid-table.
Yeah, they are mid-table. Fulham.
Table.
They sold Tosin to us.
11th,
Mhm.
I have Wolves.
Oh God, did
Oh
this
my.
look bad in January?
Oh my god.
They were 18th in January.
Yeah, this is sweating.
This looked so bad. Matthias Cunha saved me
Yeah.
for this one.
Mm.
He dragged Wolves out of 18th on his own, dragged them to a respectable, like 16th, but giving him 11th was a bit high.
11 was high.
But
I mean-
no one thought they'd be 7 points till January.
Oh, right. So I thought you were going to say no one predicted exactly where they were going to finish because
No.
I did.
If they played normally,
Hold this L.
as it should work, as football should go, if they
Yeah.
played as on paper they would have played,
Yeah.
they would have finished 11th.
Are you just going to put the 3 teams that come up next year straight back down?
You
in your
best believe I
predictions?
am. Except maybe
If Wo-
Sunderland.
Right, you have a good season
Wolves.
for Wolves.
Except
Okay.
Sunderland.
Skirt in the top
As I
eight.
said,
down.
Wolves have shown they can sell any player they want and be fine. So I'm not going to say
No,
just
they're-
getting rid of
They're on
Neto.
borrowed time at best.
Brighton 10th, 2 off. Brighton are normally a mid-table team. They had a late resurgence. At one point, they were 10th, and I was like, eep. But apart from that,
For most of the
Last-
season they were 15th.
yeah, exactly. So
No comments.
Everyone was like,
Brighton
down,
is
up,
Brighton
down, up.
10th. I think that's the
They're all
lowest they
crossing
could
overs.
expect.
Brighton in 10.
And the highest. Yeah. You don't like it?
Brother, no.
which were the 4 that you got spot on, like on top of each other?
Forest, Brighton, Bournemouth, Brentford.
Okay, so that's pretty. So we're past that now.
Who's your 10th?
So Sean's
My
success.
10th is
pretty
Everton.
much Nil to 1.
That's the
Wow.
ridiculous one.
Okay, let's go back.
No,
Who's your 10th?
my 10th is Everton.
Please pause it. Yep, thank you. Everything I'm about to say, I was forced to say by Everton fans, and I don't believe any of it.
Let's hear it together, shall we?
I think the line
That's the
detector.
Wow.
ridiculous one.
Wow.
There's the ridiculous.
Go hard. No. Come on, man. You're just doing this for clickbait now.
100%. He was doing it under pressure of threat of death from the Evertonians because this is ridiculous.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin's breakout season is coming.
It's gone. It was
Well,
2 years ago.
All that broke
Nah,
out for
Dominic
Dominic
Calvert-Lewin's
Calvert-Lewin
breakout
was his
season
leg.
3 years
Exactly.
ago.
I've
And
waited
he's finished.
like 6 years for this moment.
They have more
Beto
pay
ruined
than
it
your
for me.
favourite player.
That Dominic
Why'd he start
Calvert-Lewin
cooking?
will win Everton something.
Yeah, but more pay might play up front for him.
Didn't pay for him.
instead.
No, he's
Mbappe
not.
left.
He's injured. I'm
We
pretty
did this
sure.
before the
I
transfer
don't know.
window.
We
But-
did.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin will have a good injury-free season.
Wrong.
Score about 18 goals.
Wrong.
Sean Dyche has 2 6'6"
He left.
plus centre backs,
You're jinxing all sorts.
so that's just 0-0s all over the place.
They did do
maybe.
that.
That bit was correct.
They did do that.
They got
Joint third, least goals conceded.
least goals conceded. Third least goals conceded, considering where did they finish?
13th.
13th. That is crazy.
And I only predicted them to be 10th, so it's not that bad.
So yeah, well, they actually did that.
3 spots off.
Yeah, still.
But still.
Top table for Everton after nearly getting relegated last year. They're not
I'm so- I'm
Forest.
sorry.
They're not Forest.
Forest. But also,
No, yeah.
the main issue is I predicted Dyche ball.
Yeah, and he immediately
and
left.
Dyche got sacked.
Yeah, like Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's been gone for a while. Back to David Moyes, and now David Moyes is cooking.
David Moyes cooked a couple 0-0s.
Yeah,
Up
so
in
well,
this.
listen, he's third least faults. He just needs a striker that can actually do it.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Calvert-Lewin.
they get Watkins.
My
Like-
Everton prediction wasn't bad until I started talking about Calvert-Lewin.
Mm.
And he played 8 games and scored 1 goal.
Exactly, yeah. He's got a better name than he has.
I knew there'd be a
skill
1
set.
and an 8 somewhere.
Yeah, it's
I just thought it'd be 18 goals, not
one injury, 1 goal, 8 appearances.
Yeah, one injury, 8 months out.
Yes,
Can't
He's
score,
not
can't
con-
concede.
And guess who his backup centre back is? James Tarkowski.
Ah, you big boy.
Nothing's going in at Everton.
going in.
And they got
Nothing
Jordan
going in at
Pickford goal.
Everton. James Tarkowski
T-Rex.
scored the most important goal
Easy.
they've ever
Long
scored.
shots only.
Yeah.
Against
Well, number
Liverpool.
9 for me,
Number 9 for me.
Palace. I've got
Palace.
top table. I think this will be the best season they've had for a while.
Not bad, they
They
finished
still
well.
won't break
3-0.
into
Same as your
any
Everton gap. though,
Best
I
season
suppose.
they've had for a while, though.
European spots or really contend. That'll be where I
European
think the
spot,
points
they
gap
got it.
is. They'll be between 9th and 8th. I think they'll be like 12 points.
You think they can lose their second best player and just be fine?
Yeah, they were cooking.
Go and have
they
a
were,
better season?
They were cooking at the end of last season. Their new
They were cooking at the end of last season. They didn't really cook in the Premier League, but my word, they cooked the FA Cup and they won it. First trophy ever in their history.
I mean, I can't lie. At least they left and then won the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
And Palace won the FA Cup. So
They both just needed to break up.
Palace
Toxic
are up.
relationship.
Palace
exactly.
are up.
Exactly.
Eze.
new manager is quite decent.
Don't lose Eze. Don't think for a second Eze leaving gets you another
If you
trophy.
do
It does
if
not.
you do
It gets
not
you
get
into the
offered-
championship.
If you do not get offered 90 million for him, you do not take it.
Yeah, exactly. You need to get.
Gotta be
he's-
90 or
He
more.
has to be 9 figures.
So let's hope it continues.
Where
I
do
don't
they
know what their
finish?
pre-season's been like though, so I need to check.
Where do they finish if Eze goes to Spurs?
Relegated.
17.
Oh, Spurs 17. We knew it. We knew
There's
it.
a
We knew
howler all round for them.
9th.
Oh.
I have West Ham.
it. Oof. Let's just listen to what he said and then I'll reply to
Let's
it
do that.
afterwards.
Guys, decent season.
They've had the best transfer window
Yeah.
out of every club in the Prem.
Yep.
They needed a striker. They got Nicholas Fulkrug.
Nicholas Fulkrug sucks.
They needed a centre back. They got Todibo.
Jean-Claire Todibo sucks.
Literally got a fault today.
They needed a left winger. They got Crescencio Somerville.
Crescencio Somerville has the best name in the league, but also he sucks.
That is an amazing name, but he sucks.
Kilman
Best name in the league,
sucks.
by the way.
Somerville's
They all
decent.
suck.
Yeah.
They've
What happened to
filled every role
Kudus?
they need.
He fell off.
He went from 30 goal contributions to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 for me. I've got Newcastle.
Same. I had them there too.
We had the same. It's the only one we predicted in the same place. And incorrect, Villa.
I didn't get Villa right.
All right. It's the only one we predicted in the same place and both off by 3, I think. They finished 5th. So
They did.
They got Champions League. We
Well
thought they'd
done,
calm
Villa.
down. Yeah, well done, Villa.
Okay, 8 for me. I've got Newcastle.
Same.
On the badge. Oh, we have finally got one in the
Yeah.
On the badge. Denarf looked like I'm a Newcastle fan, though.
You are. You are.
I'm wearing the badge because every time they lose or draw, I got to wear it. I was just saying, Sean and I have. We've got lots of different Premier League shirts. Like we've got all of them. But I used to have a fondness for Newcastle, and I don't know why I did on the badge. I wouldn't do that now against Chelsea. That would feel unfaithful.
There you go. So I think Newcastle
Either way, they finished 5th. We both suck.
are going to finish 8th because they're not taking advantage of their squad depth and selling everyone, and then not bringing anyone decent. I know they've bought Lewis Hall, but they've had Lewis Hall.
He was
Antonali.
phenomenal.
He didn't really make much of an impact last year.
Livramento absolutely cooked this year for them.
Yeah.
Like they need some staple players. Who did they buy? That was the Italian one that's banned.
Tonali, Carl.
Tonali.
Yeah, they bought Tonali, and obviously that was a complete flop from day one.
Incorrect.
And they've not
Well,
had,
last season it was shit. This one, he's done all right.
Don't worry.
had any more opportunity to bring in
I'm
any
about
big
to-
name
I'm about to
players
bring this
get them
prediction
up.
back to
So
life.
I think they'll coast after Christmas. And I wear the shirt. I did used to be a big fan of the Shearer, but I just don't think
I'll explain myself.
Newcastle got it in them.
Shearer. Yeah, they've had no good signings.
Yeah,
They made no good
Absolutely
signings,
zero.
that's true.
They might lose Gordon to Liverpool.
yeah,
I
they
based
did
this prediction off them losing
And at
Gordon.
that point, where do they go? Who knows? But
Liverpool get Gordon, mate.
their team's basically fine. Isak's a goal machine. When
Bingo!
Tonali comes back next season, they'll be
They'll be
scraps,
better.
They'll be
This season's
chilling.
this season's a wash for them.
they'll be chilling like a
Who
villain.
you got in 7th?
Here we go.
My exact words for that were Isak's a goal machine, and once they get Tonali back, they'll fly. Tonali came back, they went 17 games unbeaten.
It's pretty good, especially at home. There, they just absolutely slapped.
They were 1 game off finishing second, but then Declan Rice, continental food across Asia.
Yeah, that's it.
Spurs.
Oh,
Spurs in 7th, huh?
Gets worse.
That one's
don't worry.
sick, isn't it? That one's sick.
you're just being mean.
If
They
they
trying to
just
cover
got-
myself.
No, we're going to hear it,
With what I
but
say.
no one on this planet predicted where Spurs would finish. Not even within nine spaces.
I also
No
don't
one.
think anyone predicted Spurs to get Champions League football.
No one predicted them to win the league because Spurs don't win, but they have won. And like credit where it's due, Ange wins something in his second season.
Always.
The man is him.
Well,
What he does now, we'll never know.
He did
He's
say
actually claimed and to come out and
third
said season
season's
3 is
better,
better.
than the second. Every good TV show.
He's
Guys
put
never
too much
wa-
pressure on
guys
himself now.
literally never watched most TV shows.
Exactly.
Solanke.
if the system doesn't adapt, 7th is the best.
I'm chatting breeze for what Sean said, but I actually predict them higher.
If the
will
system
get-
doesn't
yeah, but then
adapt,
you keep putting them
7th
down. Like,
is the best
If the
they can
system
do. I was
works,
right.
yeah,
then we're in business.
yeah. Well, not
But-
we.
That is some broadhead scope right there.
If the system
So
works,
Spurs are there.
then 4th.
I've literally got written down, on paper, they've got the 4th best team in the league.
They
Oh.
do.
Like, on
It just
paper.
depends on how he utilises them.
They've got the 4th best team in the league on paper, and yet they finished 4th closest to relegation. That is some underperforming XG right there.
It's mental.
They lost
It's-
Harry Kane and they lost
it's
the will to live, but then they
actually
focused on the Europa League and they
crazy.
won it.
How bad they are
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
compared to how
Solanke
good their
and
team
Son.
is.
Solanke's huge as well. Son and Solanke are going to be a great little pair.
Son is just Clivert, but good.
Son didn't even play half the
Son
season.
is Clivert, but worse.
Yeah.
Solanke was really good with Clivert. They've got James Madison.
Oh, shut up talking
Injured all
about
of the
James
season.
Madison.
So that is a good front
Vicario.
three.
Vicario
with.
broke
Van
his
der Ven
ankle.
Romero.
Yeah,
Their team's really good.
it's a really good team.
But they've got Australia as manager.
Postecoglou, who just plays for the fence.
He
in
is
seventh
fully to
place.
blame.
I have Manchester United.
So I put Manchester United 7th.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Why'd you put him so high?
So my Spurs prediction is higher, but Man United, no one predicted them here either. Like, I don't care. You're not finding anyone that predicted this within 9 as well. Tottenham and Man United hugely underperforming, and Man United not winning the Europa League obviously hurt all of our feelings. But well in for Tottenham. Can't complain. Can't complain. Man United are just need a hard reset. I think it's a decade before they even challenge for top 6 again. Unless they pull out something. They need to like speak to Jesus and get something there. Right. They need to pull a Man City and find a way to cheat. Otherwise, we ain't seeing them in the top 6 again for at least a decade.
They got Cunha now.
We know how.
You
we
cannot
know where
get
I've
rid.
put them.
You cannot get rid of Varane and Martial, not replace them effectively,
Which they didn't.
and expect to do anything.
What are you talking about?
What are you
They've
talking about?
replaced.
Dallo and Lindelof is what you're about to say, isn't it?
They've signed 2 centre backs to
Yeah,
replace Varane.
They haven't.
and they've
yeah.
signed a new striker.
Who have they replaced him with?
Yoro and Matthias de Ligt.
Yeah.
Delict, shit.
Delict
Yoro,
has been
shit.
great this season. Yoro
When?
has not been as good.
Yeah, Yoro, ridiculous.
Delict has been their best defender. Mazraoui's been their second best player. Fernandez is obviously the best.
Yeah.
Hoyland is.
They got Delict.
Yes.
And
Okay,
Xerxes,
well,
my
still.
word.
And Joshua Xerxes is Martial's replacement.
Nice.
He's not a footballer, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no.
Still stand by it, mate. Like, they're
You're
not going to
ridiculous.
come
They've
in.
just signed a new right back as well.
They're not
Just
going to
make
come in
these
and do
predictions
anything
as short as
tasty
you
for me.
can,
I think
these
7th's the best they
reaction
got.
bits.
I don't think
Just
Ten
like
Hag's
the
got it
good
in him
ones.
to finish Champions
Chatting
League.
out the side of your mouth,
signed a new
boss.
right
Shouting
back.
out third. I don't think Ten Hag's got what it takes to do anything in the Prem.
But they
He didn't. That's why they replaced him.
finished last season.
8th.
Damn. What hell?
I know. That's a big.
Predicting a one place advance is not out of the realm of, realistic, but predicting they drop nearly 10 places.
Can we
is
talk about
wild.
something real quick?
Go on.
The fact that when Ten Hag was fired,
Hmm.
they were 4 points off top 4.
Yeah.
Amorim came in, they finished 15th.
Yeah, I know. Only just finished 15th. If they hadn't have beaten Villa, they would have finished 17th.
16th.
60. Oh yeah, because Spurs doing Spurs things,
4 points off top.
and they're going to keep Amorim.
If they'd have kept Ten Hag, they'd have got exactly what I said.
Thank
would
God we
have
don't run a
happened.
Man United channel, mate, because I'd be throwing my mics.
L for you, boss.
TV would have a few more of those in it.
Don't remind me.
Okay, 6th. Sean, who you got?
Chelsea.
No, I didn't say that.
Nil passion.
I didn't
As a
say
Chelsea
that.
fan since he was a baby. Sick.
Well, there was like a
outrageous.
1 year period in there that I was a Gareth Bale fan.
I don't care.
So
Oh, you think we have a rough one?
The only reason we're 6th is
Yeah.
because students of Pep will not finish lower than 6th.
bang on.
Okay, well done.
What about higher?
If the starting 11 stays fit,
Yeah.
we'll be top 3.
Oh, right, yeah. Maybe.
The starting 11 won't stay fit.
Which it didn't.
They didn't.
Nah.
I don't think the system looks good at all.
It
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
I believe we'll be fighting that mid-table battle again.
We
We
weren't.
weren't.
Oh,
But
don't say it.
There's something in my heart that won't let me put us
Lower than 6.
in 9th.
Because you're not stupid.
We
Well done.
deserve 9th.
We don't deserve ninth.
We deserve ninth.
third.
We deserve
Which is
ninth.
where I put them.
We deserve 9th.
Won't let you do it.
Our manager's saying that we're not in a title race while we're 1 point behind the league leaders.
Yeah.
We deserve to finish 9th.
Well,
Why has he got no faith in us?
What do you mean? Well, because it's just he knows that football is a random game and anything can happen.
Yeah, but if you tell Nicholas Jackson, you could win the league here, mate, just score more goals.
Yeah, but you don't want to put that pressure on them if
Yeah,
they're
you do.
expecting fourth.
They're like 12.
Finishing fourth is a huge advancement from 2 years ago with Pochettino, where we finished
Yeah,
14th,
but it's
12th.
much worse than when we won the Champions League and we spent £1 billion.
Yeah, well, still, Champions League is coming now. Now, next year we're going to look good. Next year, top 3.
Next year we get beaten 9-0 by Barcelona.
No, absolutely. Next year, top 3. Watch us. Watch
That
us.
league
say-
phase,
In
that league
ninth.
phase will get 5 points.
Won't let you do it. Well, in 6th, I have Villa.
Fair play, whatever.
That's 3 out of 3.
Fucking bottle jobs.
I've now matched Sean's skill at getting them bang on, which far more difficult than just getting the bottom 3.
No, it's not.
Like, it is. Come on.
Where'd you put the bottom 3?
Hey, don't worry about it.
That's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
Douglas
Fucking
Luiz
balls.
has gone.
Oh, I hate
And
Aston Villa.
Coutinho's gone.
I hate you all.
So, like,
Sean's not a fan of Villa.
They tried to steal Chelsea's badge as well.
Yeah. They have actually tried to steal our badge.
They've gone back to their old badge.
Why
now.
you made it round?
Not only have they gone back to their old badge, they've gone back to their own ways.
Single game
Yeah.
also.
A
yeah, I
bomb in
know,
it.
but he's still.
Rashford did nothing. for
Couldn't
you.
just not lose. Couldn't just not lose to Man United.
Why did you not want Newcastle in the Champions League?
Because I predicted Villa 5th.
Oh,
All right, 5th for me, I've got Spurs.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
that's my worst one.
That's a but no, it's not. Forest is your worst one.
No, it's yeah.
Forest,
okay, for Forest.
Southampton.
No, Forest
then this one.
7th to
Just
19th.
positions.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough.
Sure.
That is. That's
Th-
12. This is also 12.
Yeah,
so it's
I know.
joint worst.
But Southampton's definitely up there. Saying they'd survive
Oh,
for 2
whatever.
years.
Moving on.
Fine.
Yeah,
I
so
put Spurs. Not unreasonable to think Spurs are finishing in the top 7, but
Yeah, it's-
they fell apart because of injuries. Whatever.
I think
They won a title, so moot point.
having
Moving on.
Solanke in there with Son.
Hold on.
The problem I've got, yeah, wait.
Hold on.
The problem I've got
this
though
point, I'm
is
thinking
that
you were gonna say
Ange,
Chelsea
again,
to
same
win.
thing. Ange's system, he's so
Because you're yet to say
counter-attack
them.
prone that as soon as Van der Ven's not fit, they're
Not
done.
stupid.
Because Christian Romero will always run up and Pedro Porro will always run up, and they're gonna be vulnerable at the
Which they do and did and have been vulnerable.
back all the time. And them at corners, I hope they've been pumping in the corner practice because they just get
They did not. They were shit.
penetrated. Yeah,
You did call the
it's like
collapse
Corn Hub
when
up
Van
in
der Ven
here
got
when
injured.
Tottenham play when it comes to corners.
Corner hub.
Yeah.
Corner hub.
On 5th, Sean, what are you saying?
Villa.
Bottle jobs.
Not the worst. Like they were there. They were
Skip it.
close.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fair enough. Right.
All the
no,
good
no,
stuff
no.
that you said
Only
about Villa.
because Unai Emery will focus on Europe.
Yeah.
He did.
The fixture
And then they
congestion
bottled
this
that.
Only just PSG.
They bottled
They
it.
beat PSG.
They bottled it.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't beat PSG. They beat them once and then lost overall.
season is ridiculous.
So I hope he's got the depth.
They've sold Diaby, not replaced him.
Can't believe they sold John
Um,
Duran in January.
But the rest of the
Duran.
team,
That was silly.
it's absolutely phenomenal.
Who's their best player?
I can't fault it.
Fair enough.
The centre backs are a bit washed.
4th.
Liverpool.
Makes sense.
Does it?
It's where they should be. It's not yet. You
Yeah, we don't
know
have the same
just
top
yet.
4.
No, that's fine. I know you've missed a bearing obvious mid-table team.
In
Last
Chelsea.
season, before Liverpool fall into mediocrity again
Yeah.
for me, this one. Salah
That
and
could still be
Van Dijk
true.
It's not.
Both leave
Trent's
this
left.
season.
It's not.
And whether it's in January or not, I don't know. Arnie Slot, I've not got a clue if he's ever watched football before.
I don't think he has.
The way they were playing
Got your
pre-season,
mind, mate.
it was not football.
Yeah.
It was, oh, we got a ball. I'm so used to watching Liverpool when they don't have the ball. Press,
Don't worry
He
about
turned Liverpool,
Liverpool
into a
sit
second team.
back, and as soon as they got the
I'll-
ball,
I'll tell you about that.
launch it over the top.
I'll tell you about that.
Which is what they did for 38 games in a row. And it worked because Salah got 29 goals and 27 assists.
Fourth place. I have Manchester City.
I was 2 games off being correct.
Wash, though.
Who else?
Got it wrong.
Who else out there predicted Man City to finish less than top 2?
Who else out there predicted
Hands up.
City
No,
not
no,
to
no.
win
Hands
the
up
league?
in the comments. I don't care. Put emojis, whatever. Fire this video up. Get it out to whoever it needs to get to. Who else predicted that Manchester City would have such a fall off to almost finish 4? I bet you'll see in a second. Just watch.
What? has happened
No, so
here?
bear with me, okay? I think there's going to be major slippage with with Man City simply because they're going to be fatigued from all the winning.
Correct.
1,
That's ridiculous.
2, their backup striker is now gone. Obviously, as you said, Alvarez is
Bruyne
gone.
and Rodri's
And
injuries.
That is
They
going
did
to have.
replace
He's going to put all the pressure on
Alvarez
Haaland
really well, though. He was the winning
Yeah, with
factor.
Marmoush.
He was the winning factor.
Yeah.
and obviously Bernardo.
Without Marmoush, you're balled right now. You'll see.
Without
You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You'll
Without
see. You'll
Marmoush,
see.
they're
Marmoush.
8th.
Phil Foden and all the players that are expected to perform all
Phil Foden barely played the whole season.
the
The phone
time.
was awful. all
They now
season.
don't have. And Alvarez scored loads of goals last year, like big important moments when Haaland wasn't cooking. So I'm saying it now. I might be the only one saying it,
I was.
but Man City barely scraped Champions League.
Didn't know about the 5th position thing, but they barely scraped
Nah,
it.
they're fine. They're
I
2
think,
points off
I
second.
think they're going to.
They were also 2 points off of 5th.
Yeah, and 2 points off second is
Tight.
impressive.
No, relevant. They should have finished 4th. I was robbed.
Rest on their laurels here.
If they had not,
They should have
beaten
won the
Fulham-
league.
Yeah, well, they didn't.
Haven't seen an interesting window. I've seen Alvarez leave. Like, it's just, I don't think they're
They
going to
did all their
start
business
cooking.
in January.
Obviously, when they play
Did all their
Chelsea and we
business in
draw
January.
inevitably, I might have to shut up. But here we are.
When they win the league again,
They're not going to win
for the
fourth.
5th year in a row,
Fourth place, trust me.
you
What?
have to do something, boss.
What?
Because what you've just said is outrageous.
What?
This rode our season the whole time. Sean grew his hair specifically because when it was obvious they weren't winning the league, it was still in good contention that they were finished 4th. You lucky bastard.
I've
You've got
been
to
to
do
the doctor
something.
several times.
There's no way you're
If
getting
they-
away with
if
saying
they
Man City
win the
coming
league-
4th.
If they win the league, I will shave every hair off of my head.
Ridiculous.
Wait, let me just pop. Okay.
See that?
I didn't have to shake on it.
You see that? We shook. It was binding. I would have shaved every hair off my head.
You have
and then-
considerably less than that.
However,
if they come 4th, I'll shave my head.
every
Let's
hair
talk
off your
about
head.
the beard. Let's-
Done.
I mean, I don't have a beard to shave, do I?
Eyebrows, the lot.
I shave them by accident.
Eyebrows, the lot. You heard it here first. 48 hours. You see the wall. You know where you are. You're watching the vid.
The wall's still there. We just changed our view.
You've just
All that happened.
Yeah.
Rodri got injured.
Rodri got
As
injured.
soon as he was back in
De Bruyne
training,
got
they haven't
injured.
lost a game.
Yeah.
so going to
2 games.
Never lost a
go
game.
and sign another striker.
I don't care. Complacency will hit them hard. Watch.
3rd,
I was right.
Third for you.
Arsenal.
I mean,
One off.
one
Nearly.
nearly.
Newcastle nearly got it for me.
Arsenal nearly just if it ain't Villa, it's Arsenal.
To
They
be
love
fair-
bottling stuff.
3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, Southampton, 15th, was a lock. Arsenal second is now a lock.
Yeah.
Every season you
Okay.
just got them second.
You think a slippage for
Their
them?
team looks exactly the same as last year.
Calafiori added
So,
nothing.
oh, Calafiori, that's the one.
He added absolutely nothing.
Okay.
to Arsenal.
Calafiori adds nothing in my eyes.
Correct.
Straight up.
Understood.
Apart from really cool
I
name.
mean, if you want to play 4 centre backs, that's Pochettino ball. Don't copy it. Didn't work.
Didn't work. Not in the Prem.
But I mean, like, they need to sign someone to play up front.
And they still do.
Yeah. They need Isak.
And they still won't.
They won't.
They
Because
need.
Havertz,
They needed
number 9
Solanke,
for
or
Arsenal
they need
next
Ivan
season.
Solanke would have been a good signing for them. He'd have
They
played
wouldn't
every
have.
game.
They wouldn't
Tony,
have.
or they
Go across
needed
the
to
ball.
reach in and grab someone from Europe that likes scoring goals.
Osimhen.
They should have taken Lukaku
Osimhen, you said. Nah, Osimhen comes to
Osimhen
us.
is an Arsenal player.
He comes to us.
from us.
Absolutely not.
But
I
No.
don't want
no,
him.
we
They're
want-
playing
Can't even do it
Havertz
in
at
Turkey.
9,
Yeah, they are.
and that's what they'll stick
That's
with.
just no goals
But
for Arsenal.
they do
anymore.
also have Saka, Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel.
Yeah, they do.
They've got 2 really good goalkeepers.
Yeah, they've still got the lifeblood of their team. They haven't lost any of. They've only got rid of Emil Smith Rowe, who was a bit player anyway.
Yeah.
So
Again, this was before all of the transfer windows, so they got rid of a few more, but still.
And
I
he's at
think-
Fulham.
interesting. I put Arsenal second.
4 out of 5. Correct.
Mhm.
So we'll get to that in a second. The third for me is the mighty Chelsea.
Wrong again.
1 place
Wrong
off.
again.
1 point off. Just one.
Still wrong though, isn't it? There was no doubt in me that Chelsea would bottle third. After our manager said repeatedly for like 3 months that we are not in a title race.
Yeah.
Like, no
We
way,
finished
no way,
20
no way.
points behind.
But that does mean number one, I've got Liverpool, but we will get to that.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll get to
so
that.
I'll explain
That
why.
would have been a 4 red.
No one else was saying Chelsea top 4, by the way. No one. Apart from crazy Chelsea fans. No one. I legitimately thought about it.
For good
predicted
reason.
it, and
We
got it.
shouldn't
And
have
look,
got top 4.
Top 4, bosh.
I'll explain.
Chelsea to win the
I'll
league.
explain
We
why.
were in a title race till like January. And then we
deserve
just fell
ninth.
off.
Okay, right. So Chelsea in third.
Lost to
Obviously, we've
Ipswich
not
twice.
cooked in pre-season. I think he might be doing it on purpose because that's some pep shit.
Last
Okay.
time we bottled a preseason this bad, we won the Champions League.
Exactly. So I'm just saying that we're not in the Champions League, but
We're
we're in the
Yeah,
Conference
European
League.
yeah,
Hello.
we win.
Yeah, we ain't, obviously at the time of recording, that's coming up Wednesday. So we don't know the result of that yet, but we'll see.
That just we'll do that as a separate thing.
Play a
It's not
Wi-Fi
4-0, I'll
password.
delete the chat.
It better be better than 4-0.
Yeah. I think Chelsea, huge bias. Obviously, I don't care, but I see good things coming with this team. If the starting 11
Took their time,
stay fit, that
which they didn't.
is a naughty starting 11.
No, it's not. Nani needs to go.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's
Especially
not
Neto. If Lavia's up, Caicedo's obviously in there. We've got Tosin now, so we've got height at the back. Like
Feels
we've
like
got, he's
Badiashile
big
will-
as well. He's at
I hate Badiashile, he needs to leave.
6'6", 6'7", something like that. So I then say Arsenal,
Hosting 6-4.
lifeblood. They haven't lost anything.
Arsenal, 4 out of 5.
I think they're going to keep pushing. Arteta's hungry, but he's going to be the bridesmaid, never the bride. His whole
Correct. Never going to win anything.
Hold on.
life, that boy. I don't think he ever wins the league with Arsenal, but it is what it is. Right.
I've got 2 teams left.
Okay, and then I obviously
See if you can put in the comments before he says it, what teams are left. And remember, now's the time, if we haven't earned the subscribe already, being 4 correct, 3 correct, and I'm about to smash it with 5, after that, that's when you smash the subscribe button.
And
Definitely
don't
like this
worry.
video.
The worst prediction of the video is yet
Yet
to
come.
happen.
Oh, yeah.
And you know he just predicted first correct.
Yeah, let's go.
then put Liverpool at the top because I know what Arnie Slot's doing. He's playing random football in the preseason. He's letting the boys figure out what they like,
Oh,
play
okay.
their way.
Okay.
He's done this before. I've actually done some research on this geezer. And after a while, he's going to go, okay, this works with him, this works with him, this works with him. He's going to get his favourite like 15, so starting 11 and 4 subs. And he is going to hammer them in and start doing like what you'd call German efficient football. Like I think Liverpool will surprise us all. It's a weird one for me, but you'll see why after about 4 games when Liverpool have lost 1 and then won 3 by 3 or more goals. Like that's the prediction I'm putting out there. Liverpool are going to be slapping. So
Would-
that is my 4-3-2-1. Bam, Sean.
Would I dare?
4-3-2.
Take a seat. This is my office now.
Straight up.
Was that or was that not the best prediction you've ever heard in your life?
That is dynamo level predictions. When he predicted the whole table one time, this definitely has a bit. But what you just did there, unbelievable. Exact amount of like games it took them to get going. He only played 15 different players. The one signing they bought, Chiesa, he was like, don't like him. Played him 4 times.
You can imagine how smug I feel having got that exactly right.
Yeah, especially with the level of ball knowledge you pretend to have.
Mm.
I'm starting to think you might be like a secretly just doing research every
A
night.
lot of
kind
research
guy.
goes into my absolute waffle, I tell you that.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So yes, 5 out of 20 for me. Not a bad season, but I guarantee better than most. And if anyone else predicted Liverpool to come first, Arsenal to come second, Man City to just miss on 4th, and Chelsea to be 4th instead of 3rd, I want to see it in the comments. I want links to it. I want you to blow up the Instagram, the TikTok, and the YouTube. You need to show me, with the date on it, anyone that beat that prediction, because Sean getting the bottom 3 and me getting basically the top 6.
No.
2 is without Tottenham in there, like to within 1. Show me. Because between the 2 of us, we nearly got half the Premier League correct. Before the transfer window closed, way before everyone else. Show me.
Well,
But that's enough for the self-deprecation. We're going to get it to Sean's because
mean-
we've got the best part of the video coming up, and that ain't me doing a beautiful mind on Liverpool and Arnie Slot. We need to do this. So, Sean, say your bit, and I'm pressing play.
Well, I mean, we want to talk about top 6. How about we talk about who got the closest top 2? Because it's not me.
I got the 2 exactly right.
You got them exactly right, and I may. Well, just click play.
We'll click play.
2-1. Who is it?
Would I dare back-to-back Man United to win the league?
You wouldn't.
Would I do that?
You wouldn't. Please don't.
They've signed so many good players,
Please
Carl.
don't do it. Go on.
In second,
Please say Man United.
I have Manchester
Oh,
United.
God.
Ten Hag got given
You need
his.
to leave.
Du-
You need to leave. The channel was. This is now 24 hours.
Why did they sack Eric Ten
You
Hag
need to go.
and bring in Ruben Amorim?
You need to go.
It's the biggest wrongdoing in football I've ever seen.
Oh,
I cannot believe
ref watch.
how bad it turned out for them. They took a team that was 4 points off off top 4
Mm.
and finished 15th. My prediction looked so good, while the Dutchman was controlling the Dutch. Up until he left, I was locked on to be winning this.
I can't.
Now,
I can't help you. I can't.
Guess what? Next season, I'm gonna do the same thing because I back Man United.
Dutch revolution that he wanted.
Yeah.
Everyone get in the comments
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
write Sean out. Sean
Hold
needs to
up.
be out.
Eric Ten Hag's Dutch revolution walked nicely into a bunch of Portuguese tanks
Yeah.
that just blew everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
he was like, "Oh yeah, we're here to rescue you." Accidentally fired every single tank directly at Man United.
Finally. No, they've just swapped Wan-Bissaka for Mazraoui, basically.
Wan-Bissaka's
Wan-Bissaka going to West Ham.
West Ham's
Yeah.
best player.
Hello.
Yes.
Mazraoui coming from Bayern with Delict.
Okay.
So,
Like I said earlier, Rasmus Højlund is a complete fraud. He's not a striker. At best, he's a cheerleader. He needs to get off the pitch. They need to get an actual striker in, or they are going to be sat in the mid-table to low table for the next decade. They need more goals. Abysmal from them.
so
And an abysmal prediction. Shocker.
They nearly
and
won the
Hag with
Europa
loads
League.
of Dutch players. Cooking.
Maybe, but in the Prem.
What team with their pedigree doesn't even show up to a final? They didn't even try. Didn't score. Nothing.
Arsenal.
Fair enough.
It's just has to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man United have to have a good season at some point,
I
and
don't
I
think
will
it's now.
2035.
predict
And I will
it.
predict
No,
it.
second though,
Yeah,
which
because
obviously means that
because
number
I
one,
would be an idiot
Yeah.
if I didn't predict City to win the league, considering they've done it 4 years in a row.
I predicted what should
City
happen.
to win the league, considering they've done
Who
it
knew
4
Rodri
years in a
and
row.
ACL would be out for the whole season?
like 5 years in a row is just ludicrous.
De Bruyne doesn't age.
Wrong.
Haaland is a cheat code.
Wrong.
And Bernardo Silva is now entering his 6th year of his prime.
Wrong.
Okay, pause. All right, De Bruyne doesn't age. I cursed the man, and I am sorry. Okay, he aged 8 years in one season. Bernardo Silva is still in his prime. His prime ended effectively right at the end of last season.
It did.
Haaland is still a cheat code.
Mm.
Scored like 23 goals
Yeah.
in City's
With
worst
no
ever
service.
season.
Somehow
City's
got it.
worst ever season. They finished 2 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah, that's it. Can't say
In recent years, not worst ever.
can't say worse than that.
Not when Philip Senderos was playing for him.
Their defence, there's no holes.
Yes, but
pause
what
that.
happens
Pause
between
that
who do
Yeah, you know how the end of a watering can has no holes? In the same way that Man City's defence has no holes. Rico Lewis, worst right back I've ever seen.
Yep.
Carl Walker left. Who could have predicted that?
John Stones had a career stinker.
Gvardiol decided he wanted to be a centre back and not a left back. That needs to stop. Stones, worst season he's ever had. Ruben Diaz, worst season he's ever had.
All right, guys. Well, that's the roundup for the Premier League prediction. Carl had an absolute. Half of it was a howler, but don't get me wrong. 5 out of 20. And the particular 5 that I got, especially Liverpool being that close, like you said, Sean has bowed out of this one. That's 2 seasons in a row I've dominated him. We're going to
No,
make
it's
it a
not.
third. It is.
I beat you last
You
season.
didn't beat me last season.
I did. You just manipulated the way that we did the points.
Didn't
Villa-
manipulate anything this time round.
Villa screwed me. All right, Villa screwed me.
Yeah.
I hate Villa. I hate all of your fans. Goodbye.
See you next year.